So there's a controversy online right now. Some people want to limit who can participate in those ducks. And I'm going to talk about this duck in particular. I also want to discuss how some people think maybe not all passengers in accessibility scooters are disabled.
My name is Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News. Let's get into it.
So when it comes to those ducks, it's a fun game. A lot of people play it. I play it. I participated. I'm going on a cruise in a couple of days. You can see I've got my ducks ready, and I'm attaching my keychain to it as well. I've got a QR code on the back of my keychains that go to my site, my channel. Now, one of the problems people are having, or some people are having, is that they think that the crew members on the ships should not be able to participate in searching for ducks. I think some people probably think they've got an advantage because they can probably see people hiding the ducks. But you know what? I think they should be allowed to find the ducks. I was on a Princess cruise ship last year, and the manager of the photo studio, she had all these ducks lined up. She had her ducks in a row, let's put it that way, of all the different ducks she had found on board. And somebody else on board was telling me the best times of day to find those ducks. I'm sure everybody has their own strategies on how to get those ducks. Anyway, I think it's important to allow everybody. Crew members, they don't really have an advantage over everyone else because they're working. They probably don't have enough time to be searching nooks and crannies for those ducks. And I think everybody should be allowed to search for those ducks. When it comes to accessibility scooters, some people think that there's more and more of them on board all the time. They're in the way, some people are saying. They take up too much room in the hallways when they're trying to get from one end of the ship to the other. They take up too much room in the elevator. It makes it hard to get on and off the elevator. Well, first of all, everybody has the right to cruise and have a great time. If you've got to wait a little bit longer for that elevator, or you've got to sidestep somebody in a scooter, first of all, when you're on a cruise, well, just remember, you're on a cruise. Take it easy. That's what you're there for. You're there to enjoy the scenery, have a good time like everyone else. And if people have to be in a mobility scooter, then they have to be in a mobility scooter for a reason. And as for people faking it, I really can't see people go to that extent to what? What benefit do they get on board the ship if they have a mobility scooter? I don't know. I know the rooms are slightly larger or organized a little differently to allow accessibility scooters in and out, but realistically they get no additional benefit. And as for proving whether or not they need one, the cruise lines aren't going to ask for any doctor proof or anything like that. They're just going to say, if you tell us you're disabled, you're disabled. We'll take you for your word. People with accessibility scooters also cannot bring their own scooter on board most of the time. There are limitations as to the width of the scooters that are allowed in and out of the doorways. And people are no longer allowed to be just parking their scooters in the hallways overnight. It's a danger. It's a fire hazard, and it could endanger the lives of people in an emergency. So that's my thoughts on those two issues. First one, I'm going to be hiding these ducks on the Carnival Liberty this coming weekend on July 21st. We'll get on New Orleans. And I got 20 of these squeakers. Is that enough? Is that too many? How many ducks do you bring on board a cruise? Comment below. Let me know if 20 is too much or not enough. I do look for ducks as well. I usually don't keep them. I'll take a picture of them and post it to whatever group or wherever they say post a picture, and then I just like to re-hide it as well for other people. Anyway, the only thing I have to add to all this is my name's Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News, and always get your cruise on.